Good morning. You're watching Joy News. It's some 35 minutes after 9. We apologize. We have to cut through regular programming and link you up with the 2018 Agritech Challenge, the finale, which is underway at ISE at the University of Ghana, Legon. Speaking now is Director of KOSMOS Innovation Center, George Sapon.
I think we can see it drawing our youth into the sector. Therefore, this is what the KIC program is offering, or has been offering. We are exciting the youth to apply technology and innovation to tackle the challenges in the sector so that we can see increased efficiency and productivity in the sector. In so doing, they are creating viable, commercially oriented businesses and also hiring young people. The KIC program has, since its launch in 2016, made the following impacts. We've trained over 280 entrepreneurs. We've launched 8 enterprises. We've accelerated 9 SMEs through our KIC Business Booster program. Over 25,000 farmers have been reached by KIC-related companies, and over 80 direct jobs have been created by KIC companies to date. We have seen our companies driving over $1 million in external co-investment in Ghana since we launched KIC. The KIC program holds a promise for the future of Ghana. A very near future where we will have several enterprises created, run by young Ghanaians, men and women, creating jobs for their fellow youth in Ghana. A future where a young person, man and woman, coming from college is not thinking that they are going to go out there and get the non-existent job, but they are thinking about sparking the fire in their bellies to start the jobs that will create the next, starting the businesses that will create the next jobs for the future. Some very important global entities very much believe in what the KIC is doing, and I'll tell you, KIC was honored with a global award, the P3 Impact Award, by the 2018 Concordia Summit on the wings of the United Nations General Assembly in New York City just about 2 weeks ago. The Concordia is a nonprofit organization set up by the U.S. State Department and University of Virginia Business School. They review global programs around the world that have the potential and to make genuine impact in their countries of operation. And KIC was one of the 60 companies globally that was reviewed, and we were selected as one of the finalists, the 5 finalists, and invited to come to New York City during the United Nations General Assembly Summit and present, and myself and that lady over there, Didi, we made a presentation at the session, and guess what? Yours truly, KIC, was adjudged the #1 prize. Let's give a hand for that. It appears the world is recognizing what we're doing and giving us the faith, building our resolve to continue with what we are doing. And we have the great faith that together, all of us together, and I'm at this moment entreating corporate Ghana to come on board with us. Let's take this future. Think about it. 10 years from now, when you can see several young Ghanaian companies competing globally, providing jobs for our youth. That is the future we're looking for. So I want to thank you for making the time. The teams that are presenting, you've done your best, and I think it's going to be rewarded with opportunities for investment. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I would like to take this opportunity to invite over here Reg Houston, one of our senior vice presidents from our headquarters, to give the goodwill message from our headquarters. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, George. Very inspiring. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, my name is Reg Houston, Senior Vice President for External Affairs based in Dallas, and it's a real pleasure to be back. I was in this room with most of you in May, I believe, for the first round of pitches. And so I'm very excited today to see how all the teams have progressed since only a few months ago, and looking forward to a really exciting day. I'll need it. I'll need the stimulation. I just arrived last night, so I need the energy that I'm sure I'm going to receive from all of you today to ensure that I can fight through my jet lag. But on behalf of the company, on behalf of our board of directors, on behalf of our senior leadership team, and especially our Chief Executive Officer, Andy Ingles, I want to thank all of you for your efforts to get us to here where we are today. Specifically want to thank Joe, your leadership on this program, George, and the entire KOSMOS Innovation Center team based here in Accra. Of course, the team of DAI, Anand, and Didi, I guess is the name now. Thank you very much for all the work to get us to where we are today. Our advisory council members that are here today, the council and the advice that you provided to us, not only for this program, but for the business global, or for, here in Ghana for many years, has been very much appreciated. And of course, the ideation team and the judges, you've been with us every step of the way, and I know it's been a lot of hard work, but I know that everyone in the room has really benefited from all of your experience and the tough feedback that you've all provided, I'm sure, not only from what I saw in May, but throughout the months that have come after that. I have a great job, I have to say. I get to travel throughout our operations and visit with local stakeholders and our in-country teams and really work on interesting issues around the world. But I have to say, one of the best parts of my job is to come to Accra and specifically be part of and be an observer of and a supporter of the KIC. And to watch it evolve over the past 3 years has been truly incredible and one of the highlights of my professional career. I think when we first began to think about this program 3 years ago, it was really a vision, I think, more than anything else. It was really hard to grapple with what this actually could look like if it became successful. And I think over the past 3 years, we've seen this thing really take form and take life, and has become a real flagship for the organization, not only here in Ghana, where I think it's really captured the imagination of our team, our company, and I think broadly speaking, the stakeholders across the country, but it really has captured the imagination of the entire organization. And it's exciting to say that we have been able to take all the work and all the thinking and the leadership that has been here, developed here in Ghana, and export that to our broader organization, much in the same way that the entire company of KOSMOS was really founded on the business here in Ghana. And, up until very recently, all of our cash flow, all of our business really flowed from Ghana and has helped to build the global organization. KIC has had a similar role in the sense that the work that's taken place here in Ghana with KIC, the success that's been created, has now found itself in other countries where we're operating. So, for example, just a couple of months ago, we launched the first KIC in Mauritania, based upon the principles and the success and the thinking that has come about here in Ghana. We've also made steps to move in that direction in Sao Tome. We're looking at replicating this in Senegal. And even in our backyard of Dallas, Texas, we're looking at putting in place a form of a KIC. not necessarily focus on agriculture per se, but focus on the concepts of collaboration, incubation, and acceleration, but focus on areas in those countries where the sectors are necessary in terms of support. So in Sao Tome, it may not be agriculture, it may be tourism. In Dallas, it may be something completely different. But the principles and the concepts and the learnings from Ghana are really finding their way throughout our global organization. And I think that it's a real testament to the leadership of our team and all the people that have supported the team in terms of the efforts. But perhaps most importantly, you know, the program is only as strong as its participants. And over the 3 years, we've seen some excellent teams and some excellent organizations and companies like Trotro Tractors, as Joe has mentioned. And, you know, I, for one, was very impressed with the team's presentations back in May at a very early point. And I think since then, it's only gotten stronger and stronger. And so I congratulate all of you for the work and the journeys that you've come through to get here today. As Joe has mentioned, there are no losing teams here today. From what I've seen, each of you have demonstrated a proof of concept in terms of your own business ideas, and I think that there's a viable business for each of you going forward, whether that's through an incubation through KSE or Meltwater or on your own. So I'm really excited to hear how far you've all come today and really excited to participate, and I think we should get the show going very soon. So again, thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gomez, Mr. George Sapon, and Mr. Reg Gomez. We want to take a moment to acknowledge our ideation team members. From my right, we have Professor Sami Saki. I call him the heavyweight champion for the ideation team. He's been with us throughout all 3 seasons and been very valuable. We've also had the opportunity to visit his institution for market research. He's been very valuable to a lot of the groups and mentors a lot of them. So, Prof, thank you very much. We have Dr. Nkechi Owu, also from the University of Ghana. She is taking the teams and the individuals through market research throughout their process and has been mentoring the teams as well. And we have the new queen on the block, Deepika. Deepika is from the DAI team, and she has been working with the teams in country, and while anytime she's also in DC, she gets on Skype calls with them and has been supporting the teams, mentoring them. And also, we have Anand. Anand, what shall I say, boss? Anand is a guy who will ask you tough questions for you to think. And he'll go like, I'm only saying, I'm just saying. No, he pushes you to think through every single word that you throw out there. And Anand, thank you so much. Far left, we have Pearl Coleman Aka. Pearl and I go way back. She's my senior when I started working with TechnoServe. She spent a lot of years in agribusiness space, and I remember when I approached her, I said, Pearl, we have this program, would you want to join? I said, sure, I'll join, just let me know. And she was there saying, just give me advance notice, you know how busy I am. And Pearl, we thank you so much for the support. She's been giving the teams a lot of connections. A lot of connections. I think even from the current finalists, about 4 of you have connections to potentially secure funding from other organizations through Pearl. So Pearl, thank you so much. We have the chief entrepreneur himself, the master of pitches. The ruler in this game as at now. There are some guys here who want to take your throne, so watch out. Francis Obiri-Crown, he's the CEO of Agro Center. And Francis, thank you for mentoring the team for us. We really appreciate your time. He was part of our 2016 cohort, and just at the finals, even in the night, as at 12 midnight, we were still talking. Francis, I pitches, no, maybe I want to go on my own. I will come, and he never showed up, but he showed up somewhere else, and he's made us proud. Thank you very much, Francis. And we have Ecole Mensah. Please show Ecole some love. Ecole is the CEO of Tanor. They put together an entrepreneurship award last year, 2 years ago, and Trotro Tractor won the best startup for agribusiness. That was when I saw, wow, there's somebody doing something like this. So I spoke to Ecole, and then I spoke to Mr. Tumi as the Vice President and Country Manager mentioned, and Mr. Tumi was here last year. He invested in Complete Farmer, and Ecole has been part of the ideation team since the beginning of the year. Ecole, thank you so much for being part of us. And this year, we have an addition to the ideation team, a very young lady, Ivy. Ivy is the CEO of Development in Vogue, and Ivy has just joined us, but believe me, she comes, they'll tell you dangerous medicines comes in small bottles, eh? Yes, Ivy is that small bottle and very dangerous in a positive way. So her role is also to inspire our young ladies, part of the program, to aspire to go higher heights. So Ivy, welcome and thank you for joining us. He's not the last and he's not the least. Some people would want to call him the Terminator. He asks the tough questions. He is the Vice President, Zebu Investment, Prince Jata Akwese. And I call him Papa J. He's from the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Agribusiness Unit, Jeremiah Ajiman. And Jeremiah has been supporting the teams when it comes to getting through the government sector, so from MOFA and also please use Jeremiah. He is always available to support you. We have Dr. Asari Che, who will be joining us shortly. So when he joins us, we shall duly acknowledge him. We also have some few acknowledgements we want to do. So Davida, if you can help us acknowledge our advisory council members who are here. Please show some love to Davida. If you don't show her love, she will not give you food.
We have two members of our advisory council team. We have Mr. Philip Ivo, if you could give us a wave. And then we have Mansa Ewa, if you could give us a wave. And please give us some appreciation. All those of us who are gathered here, we need a big appreciation to kick off. The KIC appreciation. Ahoya.
Thank you very much. A big ahoya to all of you, and welcome to the 2018 finals. And as they say, Mr. Sapo will say, the rubber has met the road today. So we're going to start off our pitches. Are we ready? Yes. Are we ready? Yes. Ahoy! 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 Let us appreciate for growth factor to take us home. All right, four.
So is the KOSMOS Agritech Challenge ongoing at ISA at the University of Ghana, Legon? That will be it for what we're bringing you for now. We'll return to ISA at the University of Legon and link up a bit later for the 2018 Agritech Challenge at the University of Ghana. Stay with us. News desk will be in a bit. You're still watching Joy News.